Hi, I'm Therese
Oh,
Laxon. I'm from The Beat, and I hope you're doing well today.
hi, how are you? Thanks for doing this interview.
Thank you. Well, I'm very excited to talk to you. You've had such a varied career. I mean, you've done comedy, you've done drama, you've done live action, you've done voice acting. What was it about this role and about LUCA that made you interested in taking the job?
Well, I would say definitely the whole Pixar thing. It's like, I don't know how you turn down Pixar. It's like, I don't know how you turn down Martin Scorsese or Pixar or, Steven Spielberg. I mean, there's a lot of people that I would love to work with, but Pixar is, their consistency is staggering, right? They always stick the landing. And so, and then I was also really, I had received the sides and read those, and then I looked up and watched La Luna, which is a short, which if you haven't seen it, is amazing on Disney
Mhm.
Plus too. And so I was like, I knew that this was going to be something special. So there
Mhm.
were tons of
Yeah, I
reasons.
haven't seen La Luna yet, but I want to go watch it now
Yeah,
because I was doing research on Enrico's like history, and I was like, oh, okay, like this looks kind of cute.
yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
So, as somebody who's done both voice acting and also live action, is there one you prefer over the other? I know some actors like the convenience of being able to, just kind of walk in and do the voice acting. Do you have a preference?
I think I love the live action stuff. I mean, I would say that the voice acting is fun. It's just like you have like the doing a scene in live action. There's a certain element where uh it lives. I mean, they create everything in animation, you know what I mean? Whereas like even when you record the lines, like what they do from an editorial standpoint is amazing. Do you know what I mean? It's whereas in live action stuff, it's some of it is there's the acting within a scene that you'll see that in one take kind of shots. It's like there's no editing that you can do. It's just one shot the entire time. So I prefer that just because it's fun to act.
For sure, I can understand that. So what was the recording process like? I know that it was done partially through from home, and I talked to Emma yesterday, and she said she was reading lines with Enrico to kind of
Yeah.
like get her to get into the vibe of it all. How was that experience for you?
Yeah, everything was done at home. And it's only appropriate that like the promotion is also done virtually. So it was like, we, I think I was offered it while we were quarantining in New York City. And then we rented a place outside the city and I did all the sessions there. So it all happened kind of quick. I mean, the pandemic was forever, but like it seems like a short time to do an animated movie. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I mean, yeah, time was very very fluid during
Yeah.
the pandemic. It felt like a long time, and yet it also
Yeah.
felt very quick. So playing this role as Luca's father, and of course with Maya Rudolph as the mother. I mean, you guys have such a history in comedy. Did you get any opportunities to work with her? I assume probably not, but also did you get any opportunities to do a little bit of ad-libbing for your character?
There was definitely some ad-libbing. I had worked with Maya on Away We Go, but and I love her, but I'm not in touch with her and I live in New York and she's in LA. So there was talk of us doing a session together, but it just ended up not happening. And so um yeah, it was, the improvising thing is, there was some, but like I feel like what Enrico needed from Lorenzo, my character, was a specific thing. So like if I was improvising, I was trying to improvise around the certain bits so that it wouldn't distract from what he's trying to accomplish. You know, I don't want to be like, hey, here's all this stuff that you're not going to use. So there was some tactical improvising, but I don't know if, and it's whenever I improvise, I don't know what ends up in and what was in the script.
I mean, it's great to see you on the cast. I mean, obviously it was exciting to see you and get to speak to you too. What was your first reaction when you saw the film, and what did you think about the character design of your character and maybe all the rest of the sea creatures?
Yeah, I had seen, they had emailed me a photo, and it's like, you know, it's hysterical, right? I mean, I love the fact that I look kind of like the way Lorenzo looks the way he does as a sea monster and on land. But watching it, you know, there is something, even when you've read a script and you do all these scene works with the director, you still don't know. You know what I mean? Like, even if you read a script, there's going to be an element that's not in the script or the version of the script that you read. So there's always surprises, or there's stuff that you realize is far more important. You know, it's a kind of a commentary on how bad my reading comprehension is. It sounds like that, but it's more about how that's the incredible task. Even if it's a great script, it's like getting it to come to life is really a unique task.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any surprises, like when you saw? I mean, you read the script ahead of time, but like you said, seeing it come to life is it's a different story. Did you have any surprises when you were watching it?
I remember the thing that I absolutely loved, and now I'm not going to remember his name because I'm horrible at names, is the guy who drives the Vespa, who is kind of like the Gaston of this one.
The town bully, yeah. That's what I call it.
Yeah. That guy, so funny. Because I watched the screener, I'm by myself here, you know, and it's like just brilliant. Like, that guy's really funny. And so that's what really surprised me the most. Well, you know, obviously there's some, you know, and I recorded some of the touching moments, and it's nice to see those land. But like the town bully, that guy was so funny. I just couldn't believe it.
I know, I loved him too, especially since he's like an adult competing against children. I thought that was such a good touch.
Like, there's just it's just so funny the way he mistreats everyone, and it's just it's a new take on this kind of like bully that we know, and the arrogance. It's just so funny.
And just a final question for you about this project. What was your biggest takeaway from doing all of this? And did you learn anything about yourself in the process, or was it, you know, just a fun experience to be a part of?
I mean, I think it's just fun. I just, you know, the thing about those Pixar movies, which really any good movie, is that they make you ask questions, right? And they make you kind of contemplate things. So there is something about LUCA that makes you kind of, you know, are you enough Silencio Bruno? Or are you kind of like, oh yeah, all right, Bruno, I won't do that. You know what I mean? So.
Gotcha. Well, I want to thank you so much for talking to me. It was such a pleasure, such an honor. And I'm really excited for everyone to watch this movie because it's so adorable.
Oh, thanks so much. Appreciate it.